The word outside the window. I have lived like an animal in the street, but I am going to die like an angel, loved and cared for. Mother Teresa had lifted him from the pavement with her own hands, small hands weathered, strong. She didn't give him a speech. She held him, she washed him, she let him die in the light. And that, my friend, is where this begins, right here with your hands today. This in so many quiet ways, before big plans, before clever strategies, before long words. Bless your hands, and then let love move through them. Not tomorrow, today. Look at your hands for a moment. The lines, the scars, the strength you forget you have. These are not just tools to type, to carry, to swipe and scroll. They are lamps. They can bring light into a room or leave it cold. Tashi used to say, it's not how much we do, but how much love we put into the doing. And the doing begins here, with these two gifts attached to your arms. Imagine your morning, the rush, maybe a sink full of dishes, maybe a commute that drains your spirit. Before you run out the door today, pause. Hold your hands in front of you like you are holding a small bird. Bless these only inside your heart. Bless these hands, Lord. Make them gentle. Make them brave. Te alo. Let them carry peace where I go. That's it. Simple, quiet. Mother Teresa loved simple beginnings. God speaks in the silence of the heart. She would say, start there. She knew what our world tries to make us forget. We think change comes from loud voices and big moments. Touched by tenderness, a forehead wiped, a wound cleaned, a cup of water given without a camera in the room. Hands that serve are holier than lips that pray. She did pray constantly, but she never let prayer replace love in action. She let prayer fuel it. In a kitchen, on a steering wheel can do the same. There is a story from Calcutta that never leaves me. The sisters were bathing a woman with open sores. The smell was heavy. The room was small and hot. A visitor watched, frozen with pity and fear, unsure how to step in without fainting. One sister looked up and smiled. This is Jesus in his most distressing disguise, she said. She kept working. Her hands were steady. She did not rush. She did not judge. She simply kept loving the one in front of her. That line became a key for Mother Teresa's life. The poor are Jesus in disguise. He hides everywhere, in the difficult colleague, in the grumpy neighbor, in the child who throws a tantrum, in the elder who repeats the same story again and again. Your hands can reveal him by the way you touch, carry, steady, and serve. Bring this down to earth. You might not be washing wounds today, but you can bless your hands before opening your email. You can bless your hands before you unlock your office door, before you step into a classroom, before you put on a uniform, before you lift a box, before you tie your child's shoes. Whisper the same prayer. Bless these hands, make them an instrument of love. Now watch what changes inside you first, and then around you. Because here is the truth. Your hands remember what your heart forgets. They remember how to hold. They remember how to lift. When anxiety swells, your hands can move before thoughts spiral. Fold a shirt slowly. Pour a glass of water carefully. Straighten a chair that isn't yours. Pick up a piece of trash no one saw fall. These small acts done with great love shape your inner weather. We wait for peace to arrive. Mother Teresa brought peace with her hands. Let's walk through your day. Is there someone at work who drains you? Start with service before opinion. Offer to help without announcing it. Facilitator. Fill it. No lecture. No lecture. No show a deadline is tight. Ask, where can my hands make this lighter? This is not weakness. This is strength, humility in motion. She would say, humility is truth. You are capable of love, right where you stand. Is there someone at home whose needs keep colliding with your limits? Instead of planning a full rescue, find the smallest step. Is sit for 2 minutes and rub their shoulders, even if tension lives between you. Wash a cup and do it slowly. Listen without correcting. Put your phone face down and hold the silence for 60 heartbeats. Hands can hold space even when words don't know what to say. People argue that this is naive, but she changed cities without owning a microphone. GL are catching the untouchable. Do we want our communities to feel different? Softer, slower, stronger in the quiet ways that matter. There is a scene I'd like you to imagine. It's late. The clinic is closing. One of the sisters notices a man sleeping by the gate. She kneels not to wake him with words, but to tuck her shawl under his head. No applause. Tis no witness, only mercy, practiced like breathing. That habit forms a soul, and habits of mercy form homes, workplaces, and streets where fear has less room to grow. When Mother Teresa read scripture, she would not launch into debate. She would lean into practice. Whatever you do to the least of my brothers and sisters, you do to me. Not whatever you think, but whatever you do. And also this, Jesus touches the leper before the leper is healed. His hands move first before the miracle. That's our pattern. Love moves first, hearts follow. Maybe you are thinking, I'm tired, my hands are already full. Then begin with blessing. Before you pick up one more task today, open your palms and breathe. God's love in, fear out. God's love in. Irritation out. Put a name in your palms, say it softly. Let your hands carry that person kindly when you meet them. When your hands are blessed, they stop being claws. They become cups that carry light. And sometimes your hands will need to release what they're gripping. Mother Teresa often said, Give until it hurts. Give a little more does not mean crash your health or burn your life. It means love may tug against comfort. It means you may choose a smaller glory so someone else can stand taller. You may choose the last place. You may choose to bite your tongue and place a hand on a shoulder instead. It's a poverty to decide that a person must earn your kindness. To refuse that poverty, I'll share a story from a volunteer who once stood beside her in Calcutta. The volunteer froze at the sight of a tiny baby skin like paper, cry like a whisper left on a steppy, did bachow and kissed his forehead. Her hands did not tremble. She said, very small people can hold very great love. The volunteer said it felt like the room changed shape. All the loud questions shrank. The only question left was, what can my hands hold right now? That question can guide us all day. When they tremble, when they hurt someone by accident or by impatience, begin again. She would smile and say, yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Bless your hands again. Apologize with them. Mend what you can mend. God does not tire of beginnings, neither should we. So midway through this reflection, I want to invite you into something simple. What small act will your hands choose today? Share it in the comments so Ladia might be the exact light someone else needs. Consider tapping like and subscribe so we can keep building these gentle practices together. Let's keep going. Tidbitchan suta or shows. A nurse adjusts a blanket. A teacher hands a pencil without rolling eyes. So manager opens a door and lets someone go first. A teenager ties their little brother's shoes and doesn't tell anyone. These are not tiny in heaven's arithmetic. We can be faithful in small things because it is in them that our strength lies. Mother Teresa said that often and meant every word. Bless your hands today when you make a sandwich. Bless your hands when you type an email that doesn't defend your ego but protects someone else. When you fold a towel, when you rinse a cup, when you set a chair for someone who will arrive late, do it quietly. Do it with love. Tashi used, not how grand, but how loving. There's dignity in every body your hands touch, including your own. We forget that. We speak kindly to strangers, and we starve ourselves of compassion. Mother Teresa taught the sisters to treat their own bodies with tenderness because you cannot pour from an empty vessel. So bless your hands when you wash your face. Bless your hands if you are bandaging your own wound. Bless your hands when you take your medicine. This is not self-indulgence. A cared-for heart has more to share. And if you are aching, if grief has made your hands heavy, hear this. You do not have to fix the world today. You only have to hold it gently. Hold the sweater left behind. Hold your own breath and count to 20 while tears come. In time, your hands will move again, and love will move with them. Peace does not arrive as a parade. It arrives as a person holding your hand in a waiting room. It arrives as a neighbor placing a bowl of soup on your step. It arrives as your hand, saying no words and meaning all of them. A businessman once told Mother Teresa, "I want to do something big for the poor." She smiled and said, "Find the poor in your home first." He was confused, almost offended, but he went home and noticed the quiet poverty he had ignored, the loneliness at his own table, the distance with his son. He started serving dinner with his phone off. He started doing the dishes without being asked. He began visiting his mother every Sunday. Months later, he returned and said, "My house feels different." That is the first poor you are called to love. When your house changes, the street will notice, then the city, then the world. The solada as ordinary as a toothbrush and as sacred as a candle. Before work, before your first task, look at your hands. Say, "Bless these hands. Make them patient. Make them strong in love." Then choose the smallest action and do it slowly. Slowness lets love soak in. Ask, "Who is my Calcutta today?" It might be the person across your desk. It might be the person in your mirror. Go to them with your hands, not with speeches. Here's peace begins with a smile. Let your face agree with your hands. When you pour the water, when you pass the salt, when you sign your name. Not a pasted smile, a warm one. The kind that says, "I see you." The kind that says, "I see you." The kind that says, "You matter." Open, though she didn't take rejection personally. She learned to see Jesus come and go in many disguises. Some days he looks like gratitude. Some days he looks like anger. Either way, keep your hands clean, gentle, ready. Push nothing, force nothing, offer everything. At night, when the lights dim, let your last act be gratitude. Place your hands on your chest. Thank God for the work they did, seen or unseen. That for who they touched and for who touched you. If something went wrong, ask for mercy and rest. Tomorrow you will begin again. Did great plans more than she trusted. Daily faithfulness. Ding-dolly faithfulness is a story told by hands. You do not need a stage. You do not need applause. You do not need perfect words. You need blessed hands today. One small act with great love, over and over until love becomes your habit, until peace becomes your atmosphere, until hope has a place to sit at your table. So, before you move on, look at your hands again. The world says they are ordinary, though she would say they are holy when they serve. Bless them now, and then go open a door, pick up what someone dropped. Write the kind sentence you've been delaying. Touch the shoulder that has been left alone too long. In this simple way, your hands will open doors you cannot see yet. And one day, like the man by the window in Calcutta, I am loved. And you will know why your hands were given to you. Bless your hands today. Let love move through them. Stay and watch gently as doors begin to open.